I'm going to run through the 2-year-olds and the 3-year-olds and the aged horses with you again today. I left my phone in PEI. I have Amy's pink phone here. It has all the horses on the site, so I'm just going to do it that way today. Now, I'm not going to bring in the stables again today. People might say, well, that's 2 weeks in a row. Well, it's 2 weeks in a row I've been traveling, and 2 weeks in a row I've had a lot to do. What's that? It's going to block? Oh, yeah, good call.
Can't ramble when you use my phone.
We're going on, Amy and I are going on now 36 hours. No sleep. None. We left PEI to go to Moncton after the party at the racetrack yesterday. Got to Moncton. I guess I slept a little bit. You slept for a good hour on the plane. I only slept for 15 minutes, but we had a tiny nap.
But you told me that you haven't slept a week.
That's not true. I slept for like 15 minutes total. Amy, maybe an hour, but nevertheless, not a night's sleep for sure. So we're going to get to the 2-year-olds right here. Absolute Euphoria continues to train back. As I said to you guys, there'll be some updates in here today for some horses that we're either backing off with. One in particular we're going to rest for a couple of weeks and turn out the field. And that's just to now we're into September. If they aren't there yet and it doesn't look like they're going to progress into the fall, now's the time. We like to get them out while there's still some good grass and some sun. Get them out, give them a little R&R. Oh yeah, it's just noises back there. You're silly.
Hey, Addie, what's the new horse's name?
You don't remember the new horsey's name, do you? Yeah. So Absolute Euphoria is back training now. I guess, have you seen her on the track? Well, I haven't seen her yet.
I'm not sure if she's gone a mile yet.
Oh yeah, she would have gone a mile for sure. She's been in for over a month. So Absolute Euphoria training down, getting close. I don't know how close, but she's starting to train down. She's at some level of training, heading back to the races. Anchor's Up's jogging now. I don't think they've turned him a mile yet, but he's looked good on the track. He looked like he kicked the wall or something a week ago. They had to give him a couple of days off and clean his back leg out, but it seems fine now, so everything seems good with him. Austral Hanover just continues to have a great year. I had somebody message me yesterday and say, I think we should put Austral Hanover in the Sire Stakes because it'd be nice to get him in the Constellation. My only problem with that is if he happens to go out and finish third, I don't want to pay to waste a start with Austral Hanover. If I pay and then he goes out and finishes third, he might make the final. I don't really want that. I don't want to race against Crantini, Spitfire Overseas, and a host of other horses that are pretty good. So I would rather just roll the dice. He's got like 8 points. He had a 5th in the Sire Stakes. I think that's probably going to be enough to get him into the Constellation. Brace for Landing was disappointing yesterday. I would have loved to scope him and find out why, but for whatever reason, the racetrack did not have a scope there yesterday. Now, it's not the racetrack's responsibility. The vet clinic usually has it there. No scope on a big night like that. I was a little put off by that. I wish they had had somebody there. I know it's tedious to sit there all night and scope X amount of horses, but at the end of the day, it'd be great if you had somebody there. So Brace for Landing will draw his blood tomorrow. I'm sure something will show up. He was very good at the Meadows, very good training this week, and then when push came to shove and it came time to race him on Saturday, admittedly, he just didn't look good. He looked flat. So we'll see what went on with him. Carter Michael Dio. James looked a little flat with Carter Michael Dio. As I said, it happens. What are you going to do? It's a race. I'm sure he'd love to have that back, but that is not how racing works, and we are going to have to move past that, turn the page, and move forward. But Carter Michael Dio, I would love to tell you that he was, no good or something, but I don't know. You get pinned in, locked up, got frustrated, and made a break. Cash Deal, she back yet? No, she wouldn't be back yet. Is she back soon, though? Cash Deals will likely be back soon. I suspect she'll be back in the next couple of weeks. Jogging, getting ready for late fall into the winter. Chocolate for lunch. Is she in tonight? She's in somewhere, I think. She's either in tonight or she's in at Grand River, one or the other. Her time with us is probably close to the end. I mean, I'd like to get a couple of good lines on her. She's a decent horse. She won at 59, pace 56 or 57, I believe. No, she paced 55 at a piece.
That's Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll see how Chocolate for Lunch does in the next week or so, but I suspect long term she won't be at the stable.ca. Columbus is in. Hey, you. Columbus at the fair tomorrow in Lorain, the Lorain County Fair. It should be a lot of fun. Amy's super excited about that. Super excited about the fair. We just found out some
Yeah.
bad news that the fair doesn't actually start until after the races tomorrow.
Done.
So I'm in the doghouse. And I didn't know until Jason just told me also. So you can't really blame me for that. It's hard to blame your husband for that.
And I didn't want to come either. So to find that out, I'm just happy.
Okay,
'Cause I don't
Alan.
want to get sneaky.
Oh, quit your whining, Ollie.
Not whining.
You're whining. Quit
Every
it.
time
Coupe de Ville will be in to go in a fair this week somewhere. I don't know where. We got to get her in to go. Her and Whispering Song. A little angry at Coupe de Ville. I felt she was acting up the other day. And Whispering Song, I might have overplayed my hand with her. I guess maybe she's not as good as I thought she was. I don't know. What do you? Is your neck okay? Is it? Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's embarrassing. It's frustrating to me when you tout a horse. This horse has talent. The talent's there. It's just whether they can put forth a true effort in a consistent way is, I guess, the difficult part for any horse. And she just hasn't been able to pass that. She hasn't been able to get by that last hurdle. Yes, honey. Nothing. So Coupe de Ville. Coupe de Ville will be in a fair this week. Crantini will be in next Friday at the Meadows. I don't know if Mark will get the drive again or I'll get the drive. It appears Scotty had to have a pin put in his hand and he can't make it. So we'll see how this plays out this week. Connie is not in this week, but the next week, I know Dominic didn't want to enter because it was another 2.5 weeks to race. Probably he did the right thing. Train her up this week, race her next week as a prep for the next leg of the Grassroots. Cutie Cumber, I didn't get an update from Jason. I'll have to call him back. We had sent Cutie Cumber back to Northfield Park to work on her feet. Her feet were very sore after they shot her. Now, did they take too much foot off her? Did they get a little close to the bloodline, the white line of the horse? I don't know. I meant to ask Jason for an update. I was literally just talking to him and I forgot to. I'm going to call him back in just a second. Enzo Guay will be in on Friday. I just expect so much more from this horse. Man, it's just such a frustrating time. I know I'm going to be over here Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday race Friday. Unless I'm here Wednesday, I can't train him. Tuesday, I'm not here.
Just said you didn't want to be.
No, I'm not. I wanted to put an open bridle in. That's why. I might warm him up in an open bridle and see how he looks.
Dad, can I use your charger?
My charger, Oliver? I don't have one. I'm really sorry.
Yours is plugged
Oh,
in.
the one plugged into my phone? No, I'm using that one.
This one's short.
It's short? Yeah.
It's literally like,
I know. It's ridiculous.
you really need this. Oh,
Yes. No. Yes.
can you have it?
Not yet. Fashion
It's gonna
President.
annoy you.
Fashion Presidente raced so at the Poconos, but you know what? He's going to make the Stallion Series final, and he raced really good at the Meadows to start before. Back home, back on his home turf. Let's see how he does this coming Friday. Five Fish Species. Now, we didn't put her in to qualify. I talked to Mario a little bit more. I talked to Steve and a couple other stakeholders in the filly and just said, hey, we were going to qualify her in 2-4. And Steve said, what's the point? She can't, may as well put good lines on her. And he's right. I mean, if you just owned her to race her, who cares? But keep in mind, Five Fish Species has got a lot of good bloodlines there. And keeping her to breed her would mean you don't really want to waste those starts. And I guess I had my trainer's hat on that day, and the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you're right. You're 100% right. Why don't we just wait? So we did. She'll be schooling Tuesday. I'd like to see Malin 2-1 out of Five Fish Species. We'll see how she goes on Tuesday morning. Full Heart has injured herself. Cracked the cannon bone behind. A little tiny crack in her cannon bone. Just going to need some stall rest. Doesn't need screws. Doesn't need special treatment. Just...
Hey, Daddy, that's me name. Bing Bing, a dolphin.
I don't even know. All I heard that he was dolphin.
No.
Ming Ming?
Yeah.
Ming Ming.
He's underwater.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Bing Bing.
Ming Ming. Oh, you're going to have to fix that. So Full Heart, had a very lackluster summer, but was that bothering her for a while? There was no indications of any soreness right hind on the filly. A little surprised, but these things do come up. We're going to turn her out. Obviously, let this heal. She's going to need at least 4 weeks in the stall, and then we'll turn her out for a good month, 2 months to fill out. We'll see how she does after that. I don't know, don't jump over somebody here. Gandalf the Black is going to race tomorrow. I said a decent year. I think he's, and this is why I'm saying this. This is exactly what we thought we were going to do. Race him in the grassroots if he wasn't good enough, which I didn't think he was or belonged in there. Put him in the maiden. It looked like, I just looked quick at the line. It looks like, did you just text him now?
Yeah.
Oh.
The answer.
Yeah, he's just walking better.
Good.
What was I talking about?
And
Gandalf. I think Gandalf's in a place where he can be 1-2 on tomorrow, Tuesday night at Mohawk, and this is exactly what I want to do with this horse. He'll race Tuesday in the non-winners in the maiden, and if they fit, and if they fill a grassroots or a non-winners a two-year-old race, great. If they don't, he might be close to being turned out also.
Did we do anything about his
We just have to change. We're going to put a line pole on the outside, take the big rollover off the inside. We'll see how he is. James thinks it'd be okay like that. High Enterprise was abysmal today. She is one of the most disappointing horses of 2020. I can't believe I'm saying this. Of 2022, High Enterprise is one of the most disappointing horses we've had. So she is. I don't know what to tell you. She is. We're gonna turn her out. I'm not gonna get rid of her. We're gonna turn her out, bring her back in, give her lots of time off, bring her back, and hope that she can work those bugs out of her body or her brain, whatever she needs to get her, get her attitude squared away, where she's the horse we want her to be. But that'll be up to her. But High Enterprise is done for the season. I'm gonna turn her out. Horn Player was very good the other day. I told James just needs to follow speed. I would like to see her be a good fourth in 56-2, but instead she was beat for fourth in 56-4. Still, speed. Feed this filly some speed. Trevor did a great job with her. Amy and I were just talking about it. I don't know if I need to come back to drive Horn Player. I'm going to ask Trevor point blank, do you want to drive this? You got the 10 hole. Do you want to drive this filly or he'll tell you straight up. I don't think Trevor would beat around the bush. I think that now that he knows her, James is getting the drive back right away on her. He doesn't have a lot of faith in the filly, and I have a lot more faith in her. That little break she made at the gate the other night on Trevor is exactly what she did to me at the Schoolers. So we got to figure out where'd that come from. What was that? I think we're going to jog her all week and train her with a head pull on the outside. First off, and then we'll go from there. So last Dominic, we're going to put a head pull on the outside of that filly to jog. No, and she wears the line pole outside right now. Head pole outside to jog.
Does she have it Murphy?
Yes. Yeah, her Murphy outside and a line pole outside. We're going to go to a head pole this week. Lady All-Star has been in 2-8, I believe, is what Dominic said. There was some reports surfaced of a faster mile that was incorrect.
I think I got her confused with Fish.
Yeah, I don't think so. So Lady All-Star is close, getting closer, and looking good. Now, pay attention. Landing Pad. This horse banged his leg a little bit in the stall on the front of his cannonbone, which is very rare. Doesn't happen. It happens in thoroughbreds, but they actually do it on the track, right? They'll hit the front of that cannonbone. This horse did not. Now the vet looked at it and said, "Wow, you can cool it out. You're gonna have to give it time." Are you all right? You're crazy.
You're a dingus poop.
Oh, stop it. So, Landing Pad, you know what? I think probably what we'll do with Landing Pad, quite frankly, might geld him, and we may, you stop it right now. We might geld him, and then we will give him the time off and bring him back. This horse that I know wants to be a better horse, so not only will I go to bat for horses like him, he's well-bred, and he's already shown me, I schooled the horse in 2 minutes.
I think he'll be fine with gelding.
It's not gelding. I don't know why you think gelding. You have this fascination with, you geld them and they'll be fun. The horse was perfect when I schooled him in 2 minutes. He was absolutely perfect. There's no problems. Look, you made your phone go dead. Fix your phone. So, Landing Pad, I know that's probably not what my partners on Landing Pad want to hear, but we got to do what's best for the horse. And he's really just going to go out and perform without performing well. What's the point, right? So I think what we will do is take a look at this injury and just say, okay, it'll heal. There's zero complications. Just a little bit of time, cool that out, get the heat out of it, and while that's happening, maybe we'll cut the testicles out of this horse. Just because I want him focused and square when he starts back later on in the fall. Now where are we? That was a Landing Pad. We gotta be way out of the way here.
Strip will be next.
Landing Strip at face value. Watching the race the other night, you're like, didn't really race that good until you actually look at his line. You know, this is what I hate about elimination races at Mohawk. You get a favorite in there, and some okay horses. And I would do it too, but it's frustrating. 29, half in a minute, a mile 55 or something. It's just insane. You can't make up any room. The handcuffs are on you as soon as the 3/8 comes up. You don't even know it. By the time you realize what's taking place in the half, the race is over. And you're not welcome. That's the way it was with Landing Strip. Here's the horse that, can you change the timer? That's
I don't know
ridiculous.
how.
It's got to be in settings.
You want me
So-
to do that right now?
No,
or
after. So, Landing Strip came a last half in 55-2, last quarter in 27-2 to finish 5th. It's very frustrating to watch unfold in front of you. There was some profanity throughout the night watching the TV. Nobody's fault. I knew exactly what was taking place. I think if Mark knew the horse better and blasted him out of there and followed that half in a minute rather than sitting 5th, probably would have found he would have been a little better. But Mark was driving him to make it in the final, and he didn't. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. So, Landing Strip, although the line 57-2 or 57-4, you're like, last half 55-2, I believe. Last quarter 27-2. A big mile, much bigger than I thought, and much bigger than you probably thought. From Landing Strip, Leaps and Bounds races. Did she draw? She raced in Kentucky this week. I didn't see her. She usually Monday.
Yeah, Blues.
That's weird. Leaps and Bounds will be racing again this week. Leaps and Bounds has been great. 2 seconds down there in the Kentucky Sour Stakes C division. And I expect she'll do well again this time around. Merchant Man trained in 2-1 the other day. Impressive. I watched it, and then I trained with him at the farm. Impressive again. Very happy with this horse. He found his speed. He found his gait again. We turned him out. This is exactly what I wanted to see happen. Really, really impressed with what I've seen from Merchant Man over the last 2-3 weeks. It's the loudest road on planet Earth.
Your voice is gone.
Yeah, my voice is gone. You're right. So Merchant Man will be qualifying on Tuesday at Mohawk Raceway. Mo Power Baby will race again this week. Oh, the red meats are in to go, right? Mo Power Baby and More Than You Know are both in to go this week.
Leaps and Bounds is red.
Oh,
So she must have a week off. Or like,
yeah. Why don't you see why they're not in? We're going to Ohio, you turkey. Again? What's in Ohio? Duckies. So, you're crazy. So, More Than You Know, Mo Power Baby will look to rebound this week at their respective at the Poconos in Hoosier Park. Wow, this road is loud. My 1%, is she back and going now? Must be. She's, I believe, back in and going now.
No, he's not.
He's not.
There is
Oh, he gets sick.
Sipping on My Shine.
Yeah, sipping on my shine. Probably looks like a beach whale now. You gotta bring him back in. My 1%, it's right, he gets sick out at the field. So he'll be come back in this week and the week after. We'll get him back in. Nothing but a dreamer. Everybody's asking, did he make the Wellwood? Did he make the Wellwood? I don't know what's going on.
They haven't drawn yet.
No. They haven't drawn the 10th horse. I don't know what is going on there. Every other year, they would draw it in the paddock on race night. You would know who the 10th horse was. You would know who the first also and the second also was at the track at Mohawk. It's not drawn. I don't understand it.
Did they do the 9?
No, but you know who they are. They just didn't draw the 10th horse.
Oh, maybe they won't.
Maybe there was something going on. Maybe there's an inquiry or an objection or something going on. There's no reason I can't fathom a reason why that race is not drawn out. So it's weird. Oh my gosh, has been in 2-4. Well, I don't know if Jason trained him again. What's today, Sunday? He would have trained him yesterday, so I want to ask him how he did. Olchek just finished second in 2-1, I think, in Clint.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
A big mile from Olchek and Marshall Zukov. I wish they raced for more money in that class, but both of them look very content and look very good today.
It sucks that they race together. They both.
It's complete insanity is what it is. Rito Legacy continues to train back. I haven't really got an update on Rito Legacy, but I can tell you she's just training at this point. Rosita Stream, I don't know what to do with this horse. Somebody texted me or emailed me and asked if he was for sale, but they wanted to pay like $8,000 or $9,000, which I wasn't selling for. He tried him 57-4 the other day, and yes, he cannot trot in 54, but he can trot. Yes, honey. You're tired. You're gonna go to bed with all the duckies? Okay. So Rosita's Dream, not at Tacoin this week, but we'll be racing after that, unless we sell him, in which case maybe he will race at Tacoin. I don't know. Silent Assassin made a break. I don't
Oh
understand.
my god, she did.
Made a break for the game. When I sit behind this filly, you couldn't convince me that she could make a break. You could not convince me. I drove her like a claimer in her schooler at Northfield Park. Never put a step in. She's rough in the turns at Monticello. She makes a break off the gate. She's coming back to Ohio. I'm going to race her at the Meadows in a maiden, or I'm going to race her in Ohio in a maiden. Try to get a 2-year-old mark on her and turn her out. I don't understand. There, look at the difference. I don't understand the difference with. I don't understand the issue with Silent Assassin. I just don't. Sipping on my shine. We got to bring the big tuna back in. Get him started back up. I might call him Lloyd.
Oh.
Lloyd. Sipping on my shine. We'll get him back in soon. Sir Strong. I'm going to drive Sir Strong tomorrow. See what's what with him. Obviously that was a very lackluster race the other day. I don't really know what predicated that. Maybe the horse was just rough and wasn't good. I didn't get much feedback from Dominic. Chris said he was just rough, kept him together. He raced okay. I think he's at 57, 58 trotter right now, and I don't know where the miles in 2 minutes are coming from, but we'll see. We'll see how Sir Strong does tomorrow. Silent Sister Solange is in to go Sunday or Monday. No, today's Sunday. She's in tonight.
Yeah,
she's in tonight. Megan Scran has Sister Solange. She said she's put on a little bit of weight. She likes her a lot. I can't wait to watch this filly race. I love this filly. I think she's one of these horses where I'm happy to say I think she's going to be a very good 3-year-old. She's been an okay 2-year-old also. Smoking. Is there any need for the yelling? Oh, the duckies are happy. I'm sure they're going to be happy when they see you. Smoking Hot Irish Girl was a winner the other day and looked very, very good doing it. I know the line wasn't special and flashy. Didn't have to be, but go back and watch the race. Easiest kind of winner, and I think she's ready for mile 56, 57 right now. I believe she is. Spitfire Overseas will be in to go Friday at the Meadows also. Excited to race this guy back again. Spitfire Overseas was second in a Sire Stakes event last week at the Poconos. Back next week for Tim at the Meadows. Swinging Senorita just come back in and give her a little bit of time off, just a week off. Trying her hardest to keep her fresh for the rest of the season. We'll see how that works out. Tactical Mounds has been good. I hope she gets in Thursday because she's really pushing my buttons. I don't know what to do here with this filly. I don't want to take her to New Jersey prematurely. I don't want to take her out of Ontario, but they got to fill a glass for her. My hands are tied. So we'll see what happens with Tactical Mounds. Tailgate Buzz has been absolutely fantastic, and I think that will continue through Friday at the Meadows. Victor Cruz is going now. A lot of people said, well, why is he not in the Buckeye? Because he's not good enough. That's why. If you can't make the final of the Buckeye, why am I paying to race against horses better than me when I can pay less and race against horses I can beat? And that's what he's probably going to do tomorrow at Lorain County Fair. I expect to do very well there tomorrow. I think he's racing for $5,000 or $6,000 if I'm not mistaken. So, Victor Cruz is heading to the Lorain County Fair tomorrow. There's nothing wrong with that. I would rather get all of a little bit of money. Yeah, I know, you guys are crazy. I'd rather get all of a little bit of money than a little bit of a lot of money. Warwi Yuri, we've decided to turn Warwi Yuri out for obvious reasons. I said to Mario, I'm happy with how he looks. 2-2, 2-3, great. He has to trot 57, 58. So we can't get him there. What are we doing? I believe his breeding will show up. Turn the horse in. Let him grow up. So that's what we've done with Warwi Yuri. What a mission. I would bet good money he will not make a break tomorrow. I know he made one his last 2 or 3 starts. He's at a fair tomorrow. I'm driving him tomorrow. He's going to have to try real hard to make a break tomorrow to get it done. Whispering Song, as I said, Whispering Song. Very disappointed with this filly. All I can do is hope that she bounces back in her next start. So we'll see if she can do that. And then obviously Whispering Song, or Wouldn't It Be Nice? Just back jogging. Did you ever see her on the track?
I'm sure I have. I just didn't notice.
Wouldn't It Be Nice? Back jogging. Actually, she's been in long enough for sure. He's training her. Back jogging and training. I'll have to talk to Mario about a couple of these horses, and she is one of them. So those are the 2-year-olds. I got the 3-year-olds and the H horse. I'll be back in just a second.